Well, hey folks, welcome here to Marshall, Illinois. We are here for the final round of the UKC World Championship Bench Show 2024. And this afternoon, I am going to be joined by Bonnie Roundtree from Canada. Hey Bonnie, how are you doing?
I'm good, Al. How are you?
Good. It's going to be good. We're going to have some fun here in the finals here. You're going to join me and judge the first round here. So we're going to get some of your thoughts as we go along here this afternoon. So our
Wonderful.
viewers are going to be able to hear that, watch that. So stay tuned here for the finals. I'll tell you really quickly, folks, the dogs had to qualify for the World Championship. They go through qualifying events around the country from January until the end of August. And then they enter into the World Championship finals, and that's where we are today. The first round, all the dogs are judged, or they compete against the breeds. The males compete against males of their own breed, followed by the females. So in round one, Miss Bonnie selected a dog from each one of the breeds, a male and a female. Those are the dogs that you're going to see here in round number two. After the next round of judging here, we are going to have one male winner and one female winner. That will go up in the final class against each other. And then the judge, our final round judge, is going to select the world champion, and the other dog will be the opposite sex. So sit in, watch some. You're going to see some very beautiful dogs here this afternoon. And at this time, we are going to call the dogs in. All right, folks, at this time, I'd like to ask you all to tone it down just a little bit. We're going to get the finals underway right here. So at this time, we have all our male winners are going to come in first. We're going to do an introduction. It's going to be a little bit different, but we'll bring all the dogs in, and then we'll have the judge come in and gate them from there and start the judging here in the final round. So you can put your hands together for the black and tan. Gigi's Good Time, Give Me Attention. That's actually Gilman's Good Time Tradition Spot. Good Time Tradition Spot. The American Leopard Hound, Dark Knight Rising at Trek. The Blue Tick, Rockin' W's Surround Sound. The English, Kentucky Mountain Southeastern's Miles to Go. The Plot Hound, Circle M, Late Night Disaster. The Redbone, PR Wabash River Lost Highway. And the Treeing Walker, Cherry Creek, Doubt Me Now. All right, at this time, please. All right, at this time, guys, please make welcome for our final round judge from Ohio, Mr. Dan Mazzalik. So Bonnie, how is it first round judging? Tell me a little bit about your thoughts after that first round of judging.
It was really tough. There were some really beautiful dogs. I struggled with a couple of the breeds, and in the cuts I had to bring multiple dogs back. They were turned out beautifully. Made my job very difficult, which is a great thing.
Yeah, you have some really nice dogs to look at in all of the classes, actually.
There isn't one of these males that isn't capable of winning the world championship. They all had great structure and movement.
You've been judging Coonhounds for a lot of years. Do you see many differences as from 20 years ago?
Absolutely, without a doubt, the quality of dog is improved 100%. I think there's been more emphasis on better breeding and for conformation, for sure. And over the years, handling has changed dramatically. There was more emphasis put on an animal that just stood on the bench. But now movement is important as well.
Mm-hmm. Right now the judge is looking at the blue tick. Actually, he's pulling up the English right now that we're pulling up here. And this is Southeastern's Miles to Go. It's a dog owned by Penny Turner, Rhonda Brown of Jackson, Kentucky. Penny Turner here is handling the dog. This dog's sire is Kentucky Mountain Southeastern Beers on Me, and the dam is Kentucky Mountain Triple Edge Test. Penny has been showing dogs for a lot of years. Has a good line of English and has been very successful. And here's yet another one, Miles to Go.
I really liked that dog. He checked off the boxes for me. He had really nice angles and his shoulders were laid back well. He was a really nicely balanced hound and covered the ground nicely.
Here's the Plot Hound owned by Abby McCorkle and Megan O'Connor of Elwood, Indiana. This is Circle M Late Night Disaster. This dog is sired by Zool Tadgerson, and Romeo's Breaking Bad is the dam. Nice plot here.
Yes, this was a really nice male. He had good bone, good structure. He was a nice moving dog. Again, well angulated.
The red bone here is a pretty popular dog. This dog's done a lot of winning Wabash River Lost Highway, the National Grand Champion of Autumn Oaks. This dog is sired by Wabash River, Wabash River Marlboro Red, and the dam is Whole Lot of Rosie. Bred by the Elburns. They've always had a nice lineup of red dogs that they've been very competitive with.
Yes, I've judged Andy on numerous occasions, and she always presents a beautiful hound. And I'm familiar with the bloodlines. In fact, I'm almost positive that I judged the sire of the dog she's showing today.
Yeah, this is the Treen Walker you're looking at right here. A young lady, Kendall Akers from Grover Hill, Ohio. Her dog, Cherry Creek Doubt Me Now, is sired by Cherry Creek Bullet Boy, and the dam is Cherry Creek Abracadabra. But this young lady is, she's newer to the sport here, and you really took a hard look at her dog.
I really did, you know. The dog, again, nicely balanced hound. He wasn't the largest in the class, but he looked really fast. He had a beautiful expression and a really nice face, like a really nice head. And once again, you know, structure was there. He checked all the boxes for me, and he looked like he could run all day long, and that's what they're bred to do. That was important.
Yeah. So here we have the judges looking over, the dogs, looking at the black and tan here. This is a dog from Fielden, Illinois. This is a dog, Gilman's Good Time Tradition Spot, owned by Misty Yarrington, handled there. That dog is sired by Good Time Charlie. Bear Creek Miss Kitty is the dam.
Yeah, he's a beautiful hound as
very
well.
beautiful
Really
dog.
houndy, beautiful black and tan head and ear set. I love a houndy head, and he was structurally sound. He had a beautiful top line, and lots of great angulation front and rear.
On bench number 2, we have the American Leopard Hound. That's Dark Knight Rising at Trek. Nikki Matthews is handling, owned by Candace Gartland. Dog is sired by Wabash River, 2-timing Romeo, and the dam is a national dual champion. It's one of our newer titles we offer that they compete for at Autumn Oaks. It's a dog that has a hunt title and a show title. 50 Shades of Gray is the dam of this dog. And
Yeah, I'm not as familiar with the leopard breed in whole, being one of the newer breeds to the group, but this dog is a really well-balanced dog. He's got a lot of muscle, and he's got a nice depth of chest and a very pretty head. I quite liked him. Again,
yeah, right now the judge is looking over the black and tan pretty hard. Now he's moving over to the Leopard Hound we were just talking about here.
I'm pleased to have made his job difficult.
Yeah, yeah.
It was difficult for me to make his job difficult, so that's good.
Yeah.
The dog that wins today will be truly deserving.
How pleasing is it as a judge to look at your selection? These are your breed winners right here, looking at the lineup.
Yeah, I'm
That'd
proud.
be satisfying.
I'm very satisfied. I try not to make a move I'm gonna regret, and I can honestly say this group of hounds is gorgeous. Like I said, there isn't one of them that couldn't win, and I wouldn't be thrilled for them.
Yeah, right now he's looking over the Blue Tick. This is Rockin' W's surround sound that is owned by Whitney and Debbie Killo. This dog's out of Arkansas, sired by a Grand Champion Hall of Fame. Rockin' W's Rock On is the sire, and then the dam of this dog is a world show champion. You probably did not know that.
I did not know that.
Rockin' W's Blue Glamour Girl is the mother to this dog. So this dog's bred well.
Yeah, he's a beauty. He was exceptionally well presented. His coat is immaculate. You could see that there's been a lot of time spent conditioning this dog, and once again, you know, had all the qualities that I look for in a good blue tick. Had a beautiful head, a great hind quarter, muscular as well.
Yeah, now we're taking a look here at the English. This is Southeastern Miles to Go. Penny Turner, Rhonda Brown. They're out of Jackson, Kentucky. They have been showing dogs forever, seems like, and have had a lot of success with their hounds. Kentucky Mountain Southeastern's Beers on Me is the sire to this dog. Kentucky Mountain Triple Edge Tess. Tess, the mother of this dog, is one we've seen a lot. Did a lot of winning. But that's just another nice dog.
Yeah, that dog has a really, really pretty face as well, and good structure. I quite like the strength over his back. He was really strong, and of course he's beautifully presented by his handler. Immaculate condition as well.
Now we're taking a look at the Plot Hound here. This dog was sired by Zool Tadgerson, a dog that won quite a bit as well. The dam Romeo's Breaking Bad. This is Abby McCorkle showing this dog. Circle M Late Night Disaster is the dog's name. Abby is out of Elwood, Indiana. Been showing dogs now for quite some time. She shows a lot of leopard hounds as well, but she showed some today. But she made your bench here with her Plot Hound here.
Yeah, she handled that dog. That dog was a really nice mover. I struggled with the Plot Hounds a little bit for movement, especially in the hind end. They were quite wide, but this one covered the ground nicely and converged beautifully in the front end. And again, a well-conditioned dog in good physical shape. You could tell the dog could do what it was bred to do: hunt bear, hunt coon.
Yeah. Here he's taking a look at the Redbone now. This is a pretty decorated dog. Won the National Grand Championship at Autumn Oaks, Wabash River Lost Highway. Andy Emery, you're seeing her handling the dog here. They're out of Lake Lure, North Carolina. Wabash River Marlboro Red is the sire. You mentioned him a bit ago, and a whole lot of Rosie is the dam of this dog. This dog is it also won our top 10 in 2024 this last year. So dog's been doing a lot of winning.
Yeah, it's a
It was
beautiful.
one of the smaller classes today, and I think a lot of them knew they were probably going to be up against this dog.
Yes,
He's one of the
I
nicest
agree.
hounds right
I
in the
agree.
Redbone breed right now.
As you know, red bones have been my breed from day one, and so I'm probably a little bit harder on the breed that I choose to breed. And this dog is pretty much flawless, and Andy's a great handler. She does a super job with him,
Yeah.
and I believe I've judged this dog before,
Yeah.
and he's pretty tough to beat.
Yeah, here we're looking at the treeing walker. It's a younger dog owned by Kendall Akers, who's also a young handler, probably one of the younger handlers you had in there, and probably one of the least experienced ones.
Yeah.
Her sire is the dog sire, Cherry Creek Bullet Boy, and the dam is Cherry Creek Abracadabra. This is Kendall Akers. She's from Grover Hill, Ohio. But I'm sure this is a big deal to a young lady.
Yeah,
right
she.
here in
You know
this-
what? She
in this
was wonderful.
situation she's in right now.
Yes, I mean, this is a nerve-wracking, but that is a really, really nice dog she
Cherry
has.
Creek Doubt Me Now is the dog.
Yes, he's a gorgeous mover, and she handles him beautifully. You would never know this was a young handler. You could tell she had the jitters a little bit, but like you said, just relax and, you know.
That's one thing that amazes me. We have some great youth programs, but I think some of these younger handlers, just like Kendall, is a good example of what those programs help with.
Absolutely, I think it builds confidence.
Yeah, it does. you're
And
right.
if you go slow and build some confidence, I don't think there's a bigger confidence builder than this right here
Yeah.
when you're new. But she did really well.
So as a judge right now, you've watched each individual dog on the gate. You've kind of went through each one individually. Now you're coming back through. What are you doing at this point at the judge here? Just
Well,
kind of taking a.
I mean, he clearly is going to have his own what he likes. I have a checklist of what I like, what I need to see, which is I want to see angulation. I want to see a beautiful head set, shoulders that are laid back, so the dog is physically capable of doing what it's bred to do. I expect that's what he's looking for. Some judges like a lot more bone than others. I'm not familiar with what he likes the most, but it's got to check quite a few boxes for me. And, the showman may prefer a bigger dog or over a smaller dog. It's hard to say.
Right. Right now, he's having all the dogs gate again one more time. All the
That's
males
right.
here.
He'd probably be looking at side gate a little bit here, which was more difficult to do. If a dog converges and moves nicely, typically has a nice side gate if it's got the shoulders.
You're looking at the American Leopard Hound there, and next up here is going to be the Blue Tick. Surround sound.
The Blue Tick is a beautifully moving dog, and so is the Walker. Some people put more emphasis on movement than others. It's a personal preference at this point, I believe.
Looking at the Plot Hound here again.
Yes. These dogs are once in a lifetime dogs. Sometimes, you get one this good.
Here's the Redbone again.
Yeah, he's a great mover. He's handled beautifully.
What is the judge looking at on the gate? What are some things you key in on?
I'm looking for a dog that converges, which means the front end where the foot lands, you want to see the other foot land close to it. So you want them to almost single track. And if they do that, that means on a side gate, on a profile, you'll have a lot of reach and drive from the hind end if they converge. And that's what I look for when I'm looking for movement. I don't want to see elbows flipping out, and I don't want to see paddling.
So I would say he's pretty much made
Okay,
his decision by.
while they're setting
sure.
their dogs back up, I just want to take a minute and say this is an awesome group of dogs. I knew Bonnie would make this difficult, and she did. A lot of depth in the Coonhound breeds, and I love to see so many functional quality dogs, so well made. It's an amazing gathering of hounds and something you should all be very, very proud of.
Absolutely.
I've made a definite decision here, and I guess I need to get the trophy. Oh, so there's no trophy here, so just pick one. Okay, all righty. This is truly a wonderful group of hounds, and the dog that I'm going to choose today has all of the right angles that you need when you're out there. For a dog to run all night, have an excellent angles on the hind structure and the front structure, and correct balance so that you have such a nice even flow. It's just extremely important to what we do in the woods every day. The dog that I'm picking today has a great rib cage, a full depth of body, and has just, you could say this about all of these dogs are actually beautiful dogs. This one just stood out at a slightly stronger level for me today. And today, I'm going to choose
All right, your male winner is going to be the National Grand Champion, Confirmation Champion, Grand Champion, Wabash River Lost Highway. Congratulations to Andy Emery, Keith Emery, Curtis Elburn, and Nikki Matthews. All right, we'll let them get out of the ring, and next class is you're gonna be looking at 7 beautiful females, I can tell you that.
Yes, that's for sure. Yes, they were actually stunning. They probably gave me a little bit more of a challenge this year, the females. And
All right, here we go. Next up, we're gonna look at 7 females, starting with the black and tan. Let's bring in good Gigi's, good time, give me attention. Next up is going to be the American Leopard Hound M&M Southern Swirls Little Girl. Next up, it will be the Blue Tick Blue Power Rockin' Ruby. Coming in next will be the English Kentucky Mountain Southern Southeastern Blue Blessing. Next up will be the Plot Hound Mine Creek Amazing Grace. The Redbone Wolford's Hard Time Penny. Next up is the Treeing Walker Red Eagle's Second Wind. So Bonnie, here we have all the females in the ring now. What are your thoughts here on you see in the whole class here together?
You know, I love seeing them all. It's going to be another difficult decision. They were all lovely. The quality dogs for sure. I can't stress enough how much improved the breeding has gotten. These dogs are exceptional. They could win anywhere. And once again, handled to perfection by these handlers. I'm proud of all of them. I think I struggled with the females groups a little bit more, just because of quality as well.
This class, he's taking a gander, taking a look over all of them, I guess, before he's gonna, I assume he'll probably pull them off and gate them in each individually.
Yes, I would think so. I would think
we'll
so.
see.
Yes, we'll see. The red bone female, I quite liked her. I realized the handler was struggling a little bit to walk. He was, I guess, a bad knee, and I told him I wasn't judging him, I was judging his dog.
That's right, and they still need to be able to present the dog to where you can judge the dog.
Absolutely.
And the dog was, even though he couldn't move very fast, the dog was still trotting.
The dog was gating, absolutely. I wasn't looking at him, I was looking at the dog.
That's a good point to make.
Yeah, she moved along nicely beside him, actually, and she's extremely pretty.
Yeah, so here he's taking a closer look here at the black and tan. He's checking the teeth, and what are they doing there? What are you looking for? Overbite, underbite, things of that?
Yes, I mean, some things are obviously undesirable. I'm looking for an even bite or scissor bite, preferably. Right. And
yeah, this is Good Time, Give Me Attention. This is a dog out of Gaston, South Carolina. Chloe Archer is also very new. Very new, and this has got to be exciting for her.
Oh, absolutely, without a doubt.
Yeah.
And handles the dog well. I mean, she tries hard, and it's a beautiful dog.
This dog is sired by Gilman's Good Time Charlie. Good Time Charlie is very decorated in terms of the titles this dog has on it. And the dam is Gilman's Small Time Scandal.
So clearly,
comes from a family of nice dogs.
Comes from good stock, yes.
Right.
And it shows, it shows. I don't know these dogs or the breeders, but it's clear to me that the dogs are representing their breeders well.
Yeah, as we assumed, he would eventually pull them off and have them gate individually.
That's
Just
right.
doing it a little differently than he did in the last class, but
Yeah.
that's okay.
Probably a little more difficult.
Yeah.
There's no question the females gave me a run for my money today, for sure. So I expect.
So now he's taking a look at the American Leopard Hound, and this is a dog named M&M Southern Swirl's Little Girl. This dog is out of Stone Fort, Illinois, owned by Michael Seitz and Branson Miles. The dog was shown in the first round by Mr. Michael Seitz, but he's got another dog in this class, so he's got a substitute handler.
He's got the English.
This handler here
Yes.
is Jordan Brooks. She's from Virginia.
Okay.
And we mentioned kids coming up through our youth programs. Jordan is one of those, and she can handle.
She's an excellent handler.
Excellent handler.
Yeah, and the dog performs beautifully for her.
Little girl's sire is TBK's Treetop and Solo, and the dam is Can-M's Southern Swirl, C&M's Southern Swirl.
I remember this dog was a really, really cute mover
Yes,
as well.
The mother to this dog was won a lot.
Okay.
Mike Seitz owned the mother to this dog. He sure had a lot of success with her, and here's just an offspring and seeing a lot more
It's
success.
amazing how the quality continues on.
Yeah, so he's taking a look at the Blue Tick right now. This is a dog out of Irondale, Ohio, named Blue Power Rockin' Ruby. She's owned by Diane and Wes Stein. Sire here is Blue Power Rock My World, and Rockin' W is I'm So Fancy is the dam. Diane Stein is probably one of the older handlers in the show today.
Okay.
She's been showing dogs for a lot of years. Had a lot of success.
Well, this dog here, I think the blue tick females probably gave me a difficult decision to make. I love this dog. She had a beautiful expression, and she was feminine yet houndy. I quite liked her. There was another blue tick female that I struggled with between the two of them, but this dog there was something that this dog had expression-wise that made me go for her. And she was in good physical shape. I like female dogs. I like them to look feminine. I don't specifically choose females that are too masculine looking. Even though I do like a nice head, I want them to look like a female.
So now he's looking at, this is actually an English female here. This is Kentucky Mountain Southeastern Blue Blessing that is owned by Mike Seitz and Penny Turner. The sire was Kentucky Mountain Southeastern Beers on Me, and the dam is Kentucky Mountain Triple Edge Tess. So here's another offspring of Tess. And you see some, for folks that might not know, we just looked at the blue tick. Now we're looking at the English, and they look similar in color.
Yes, people could easily confuse them if you weren't familiar with the breed.
The English comes in several different colors.
It certainly does, yes. There was a few different colors today judging the males. One of them was almost white with a few ticks. So yes, they do have a variety of different colors to choose from. Same thing with the English breed. I'd like them to have lots of angulation and front and rear. And I'd like them to have a proper coat, because there was a time when they had a poor coat. They couldn't handle the rough brush with they hunt in. Mm-hmm. And now I see they're coming back to getting some coat and some angles.
Now we're looking at the plot hound here. This is Mine Creek Amazing Grace. She is sired by her daddy's a world show champion, Midnight Brindle Dawn.
Wow.
And Donner has turned out to be quite the reproducer himself. He's throwing a lot of nice dogs, and Amazing Grace here is one of those.
She's beautiful. Yeah, she's a really lovely dog.
The dam, the mother to this dog, is County Line Live Oak's Heart Won't Lie. The dog is owned by Rita Mason Ellis and Penny Turner of Burlington, North Carolina. And we have Penny Turner handling this dog here. Penny is a excellent handler. She is
Yes.
one of our senior handlers, I guess. And if we had professionals, we would call her a professional. Done it for a lot of years.
Yes.
You know, Penny is one that we at United Kennel Club had do a seminar for one of our first youth national seminars we ever did. And a lot of the folks that have done it since are using a lot of her model that she used on that first one.
Excellent.
And she's a teacher. She's a school teacher, excellent with kids. And
you know what matters? When I first started, I was showing CKC dogs at 10 and 12 years old, and the mentors in my life back then taught me so much that I continue to use what they taught me today. So it's so important to have somebody like Penny so that these kids can learn the proper way to handle a dog.
Penny's dogs are always happy.
That's huge.
They love Penny.
Yes, that is huge.
You can tell they do.
Yeah.
Just
That's so important. All of these dogs today had lovely temperaments. Tails were wagging and they were happy. There was a couple of nervous Nellies, like there always is, but they were really, really good.
So as the judge is going through each individual dog here, the rest of them are they're just kind of trying to keep their dog relaxed at this point.
That's right, yes. Sometimes not fussing with them too much is better.
Yeah, let them
let them relax.
Time to let the others relax a little bit.
Exactly. The English dog is standing there like a statue. She's, you can tell she's very well handled and very well practiced up. She doesn't move. The training that goes into some of these dogs is so apparent when you're judging them. You know pretty quick which ones have been well handled and handled often. And it makes a huge difference on days like today.
Yeah. Let me ask you this. Oftentimes in the dog world, as far as when it comes to conformation, let me get back to this. Let's talk about this red bone he's looking at here right now. I know you kind of like this little red bone female.
Oh, I love her.
This
Yeah,
is
she's adorable.
Wolford's Hard Time Penny. The sire is Tree Talking JT. The dam is Carolina Red Bell. Ralph Wolford of Vass, North Carolina is the owner and handler here. Is not somebody that I don't know that I've ever seen in the shows, but here's a guy that he got his dog qualified, and here he is.
And here he is,
He made the first round here, and here he is in the feature.
Yeah, no, I would take
Redbone
her.
females.
Absolutely, I would take her home in a minute. She's a lovely little female, and same thing, has all the parts in all the right places. She's got a beautiful head on her. Her eyes dark. She's well angulated. She's got a great depth of chest. Like, she's a really, really nice little female for sure.
Yeah. What I was going to ask you, so if I may, oftentimes we use horses, race horses, compare them to dogs, conformation, sometimes to a certain degree. You are very familiar with race horses. You have race horses.
Yes.
You ever do that? Is that a good analogy to you that times are comparable?
You know,
Have you heard that before?
I have heard it. I don't necessarily agree with 100%. I have horses. Their structure is quite a bit different, and they don't have like angulation like dogs do.
Right.
And their movement is much different. But they have to have the biomechanics to be able to cover the ground easily and with a great stride. Mm-hmm. So there are some similarities.
So now we're looking at the treeing walker female here. This is a dog that has been highly successful. national grand champion at Autumn Oaks, confirmation champion, a grand champion 4. UKC has multiple titles here, or multipliers we call them. So a number 4 tells me that this dog has done a lot of winning.
Wow.
And this is Red Eagle's
really,
second win, owned by 4 different owners.
Oh.
That's the limit that UKC allows, is 4 owners. In this case, Natalie Drake, who you see here handling the dog. Okay. Beth Jenkins is a co-owner. Bridget Clary, they're both from Virginia. And then Kennedy King is the 4th owner, and she is a younger youth handler from Tennessee. Okay. And this is a dog that she's shown a lot in the youth shows. Oh. So I think they kind of put her name on the dog as well.
Fantastic.
So I'm sure that Kennedy is proud of Second Wind right now.
Excellent.
Yeah, this dog is sired by Second Wind's Impressive Playboy, and the name is Second Wind's 4th dog.
It's a really lovely female.
Yep.
I mean, she's got it going on for sure.
Natalie here, the handler, has shown a lot of dogs. She's been showing herself since she was 15, 16 years old.
So wonderful. I love to see the youth showing, like I'm looking at the leopard and the black and tan. And I just love to know that the future of the sport is in good hands and improving. And I remember being young and handling, and it's nerve-wracking. And it's so nice that these kids come out and they're doing so well. It's even more impressive. Once again, there isn't one of these females that couldn't win. Each one of them has the ability to win this all. They're that good. See, he's struggling with the females like I did.
Yeah.
So they're a good group.
So Bonnie, you judged the first round, and you looked at the total entry that we had, over 100 dogs this morning. You got to see all of them. And normally in this, you didn't take as much time as what he is, here, and rightfully so here. These are the cream of the crop this year. He is taking a good look at every one of them.
That's right. I had the luxury of putting these dogs where they are. So they're all really nice dogs. So it makes this judge's job more difficult.
The American Leopard Hound again here. Little girl.
It was a wonderful entry today. With 130 dogs. Was 130 dogs a record?
No, it was not a record, but it was a good entry.
It was a really good entry.
Yeah. Was the English we were looking at. Blue Blessing. Here's the Plot Hound again. Amazing Grace. Mr. Wolford here at this point is probably thinking,
I know. Yeah.
but I'll bet he's not complaining too much.
No, he shouldn't be. He's got a beautiful dog. I absolutely love her. I think he just thinks he's wishing. Like I
Here we have the chewing
said, so
walker
nerve-wracking.
ready to second wind.
Lovely female. I'm so proud of all of these dogs. They've really, it's great when you judge them when you're up close and you're going over them, but when you sit back and you look at them all
Yeah.
individual breeds against each other, you're like, wow.
So he's taken a good look at all of them.
Yes, he
Judge
has.
Dan Mazalik.
Yes.
He's taken a good look at them now, and he's allowing them to get them set up one more time, like get them looking pretty and everything. But I would think at this time he's pretty much knows what he's going with.
I would think so. Yeah, I would think so. There may be a couple that are giving them a, what little decision might be something.
Beautiful group of females here. The dog that I'm going to go with had nice fluid motion, and I really like the dog's basic body and proportions. And there again, angles are so important. And out of these females, I'm going with your
Congratulations, Diane and Wes Stein with Blue Power Rockin' Ruby.
beautiful English. That's a beautiful old dog.
Yeah, so your thoughts there. You went with the blue tick
Yes,
here in
he
the females.
did. Yeah, that's wonderful. Lovely dog for sure. Like he said, angles are important, and she's got lots of them. And super little mover across the ground. I really liked her because she had, like I said, she was houndy and yet feminine at the same time.
I thought I was chasing that.
All right, what they're doing right now is they're pulling out two of the benches, I think, and we're gonna, this is the last and final class here.
Excitement.
Exciting. We're gonna have one male, we're gonna have the red bone and the blue tick female coming up here in just a minute. And he's gonna
Very
take
exciting.
one last look at these two, and he's gonna decide who's gonna get the world champion award and who's gonna be opposite sex.
Yeah. Either way, it's fabulous. I mean, you ought to be proud of where they are right now.
All right, folks, so we're gonna see him here in just a minute, so. All right, folks, here we go for our final class of the day. Put your hands together for our male winner, Wabash River Lost Highway. Our female winner is going to be the Blue Tick Blue Power Rockin' Ruby. So you saw there, the handler had a slight mishap. We pulled those benches out, and she probably didn't notice that. And very focused on her dog.
On her dog, yeah.
Very focused on her dog.
Yep. He's got them facing off here, yeah.
Two very experienced handlers here. Both have been on a big stage like this many times. I'm sure the experience helps a whole lot, but I'm sure there's still a lot of anticipation, probably even a few butterflies.
For sure,
right there.
absolutely. Couldn't help it. Can't get to this level and not be a little nervous. I remember when Andy was just a young a young little girl when I used to go to National Red Bone Days, and I competed actually against her dad on a few occasions.
Right.
It's nice to see these kids come up, grow up, become adults, and stay in the breed and continue to do so exceptionally well.
And she's one of those. She's done it very exceptionally well. Just look at this dog here.
Yeah, she doesn't come out with a poor one, that's for sure. You always know it. She's got a good one on the end of her lead.
Judge Mazalik's taking a very close look at the blue tick here, the female.
A good turnout for an audience as well today.
Very nice audience here today, right. It's a little warm outside, but
Yeah, good turnout.
we're here in this air-conditioned building, so it's nice.
Thank goodness. When you judge them from the beginning in round one and they end up here together, you just, as a judge, you're proud. You know, you're just proud of what you've got in front of you. And
Well, I think we're looking at the moment of truth. To
I
me,
think
it looks
so.
like the judge has made up his
I
mind.
think so. Couldn't go wrong with
Two
either one of
absolutely
them.
fine hounds. Truly at the top of the game, both of them. Today, if I was going to take one or the other to the woods, my choice would be
Well, there you go.
Wow, well done.
Congratulations to Andy Emery, Keith Emery, Curtis Elbert, and Nikki Matthews. World champion, national grand champion, confirmation champion, grand champion, Wabash River Lost Highway. Congratulations. Also a big congratulations to our opposite sex winner, Diane and Wes Stein, with confirmation champion, grand champion, Blue Power, Rockin' Ruby. Well, Bonnie, there we have it.
Well, it was
We've got another
wonderful.
world champion here.
Yes, we do, and a beautiful one at that. I was honored to be asked to judge this, and I hope to be able to do it again someday.
Yeah. So, well, hey, folks, with that, I want to congratulate all of our winners we've had today. I want to thank everybody that entered their dogs, qualifying their dogs this year, entering, and for another great World Championship show. It was a great day for it. We saw some beautiful dogs, and we hope you enjoyed this live stream from Marshall, Illinois. So on behalf of Alan Gingrich and Bonnie Roundtree, so long from the World Championship.
Thank you.
The United Kennel Club's Coonhound World Championship has been brought to you by our performance dog nutrition partner, Eukanuba. Fuel up, train hard, and get after it. And by our GPS collar partner of UKC Dogtra. Make every dog exceptional.
Check out the United Kennel Club online store for all of our magazine subscriptions and UKC merchandise. Go to shop.ukcdogs.com and you'll find all the best gear to support your UKC lifestyle. Snag a new hat, hoodie, or t-shirt and subscribe to our many publications, including our world-leading Coonhound publication, Coonhound Bloodlines. We even have research pedigrees and rule books available to purchase. Why wait? Shop now.
Clayton Stark here, getting ready to take the dogs to the woods tonight using the Dogtra Pathfinder 2 GPS tracking system.
Dating back to 1874, the American Field Sportsman's Journal was delivered to the homes of sporting dog enthusiasts and hunters across America, paving the way for the all-around sportsman's publication. Now, under the ownership of the United Kennel Club, the American Field Sportsman's Journal is reborn as an upgraded version of its original grandeur, celebrating the lifestyle for those who value a day in the field with canine hunting companions. The new journal will be a quarterly publication designed once again to showcase our way of life with all sporting dogs, including bird dogs, retrievers, hounds, beagles, and other types of hunting and working dogs. We will also embrace the outdoor lifestyle, bringing attention to wild game, cooking techniques, veterinary medicine, conservation matters, and game shooting topics, all right to the fingertips of our readers. From first-time handlers to lifelong dog owners, we value everyone's story, and we're working to cultivate a community of like-minded individuals who dedicate their lives to their hunting dogs. We invite you to join our movement as we honor our past, embrace our future, and provide a gateway for hunters and handlers of all levels to explore the unbreakable bond we share with our dogs.
They're partners, ready to do whatever it takes. Athletes that pound for pound can outrun, outwork, and outperform anybody you're watching on Sunday. No contract required. You don't waste that kind of potential. You train it, fuel it, unleash it. You feed nutrition that holds nothing back. The Eukanuba Premium Performance Lineup.